name is Elida from Happy Skin Kitchen and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today I want to talk about how I clear my skin from hormonal breakout. I'm not going to bore you too much with my full story. I'm going to leave a link down below which is going to take you to my blog where you can read about all my skin story. Just to give you a brief introduction, I never had acne when I was a teenager. My skin was always pretty clear. I only started to break out when I was 22 years old, and at the same time I moved to London and stopped the contraceptive pill. I also want to say that I never had a full face acne. My spots were mainly concentrated on my chin and my jaw area, and they were not the regular white pimples. They were more like really angry red cysts under my skin, and they were normally appearing in groups of like 2 or 3 at the same time. I know it's gonna sound really silly, but that really affected my happiness and my overall confidence. So I was really desperate to find a solution that would quickly fix my skin. So I went to see 2 different dermatologists, which both prescribed me 2 different type of antibiotics, which unfortunately failed miserably in my case. I remember at the time feeling very deflated, a bit hopeless, but I was definitely not ready to give up and to just accept to have breakouts all the time. So I started doing some research online, and I then decided to make some changes to my diet and lifestyle. So this is all I've learned in the past 6 years that hopefully will help you if you're going through the same issue. I just want to highlight that, however, what has worked for me might not necessarily work for you. So the best advice I can give you is to take everything with a pinch of salt, even what I'm about to say, and to experiment yourself with your diet and your lifestyle until you find a balance that works for you and for your skin. So to make things clear and simple, I want to divide this video in 3 parts. The first part is going to be about diet. The second part is going to be about lifestyle, and the third part is going to be about mind. So let's start with diet. So I feel I don't need to say this, but the first thing you don't want to eat, you want to eliminate from your diet when you have, especially when you have a skin problem, is junk food. When I'm talking about junk food, I'm meaning like fast food, deep fried food, sugary drink, confectionery. Those products are basically empty calories. They're just loaded with like sugar, salt, saturated fat, additive, preservative, chemicals. They have no nutritional value. They're just literally a burden to your body. So it's something which you definitely want to stay clear of. I've never been a junk food lover, so luckily for me that was never an issue. The first real thing I cut out from my diet was refined sugar. I always had a massive sweet tooth, so cutting out sugar from my diet was seriously difficult, and it definitely didn't happen overnight. Unfortunately, elevated blood sugar levels in your body make your body produce insulin, and insulin then can create a cascade of hormonal effects like excess level of androgens hormones in your body, which then cause excess oil and sebum, and excess oil and sebum means breakouts. I still eat sugar, but I try to use healthier alternative like maple syrup, coconut sugar, which they also have a lower glycemic index, which means my blood sugar level will not spike as quickly as it will do with refined sugar. In terms of fresh fruit, I personally don't find that my skin is affected by it. I don't limitate the amount of fruit I eat at all, but again, it's something which you probably want to experiment yourself and see what works best for you. The second thing I cut out from my diet were dairy products. Unfortunately, dairy products are loaded with hormones which are naturally occur in milk or cheese or whatever dairy products you eat. These hormones can then completely create havoc with your own hormones. Also, dairy products have been shown to have the same effect on your insulin that has refined sugar. After I removed dairy and sugar from my diet, I could see a huge improvement in my skin. I was still breaking out at that point, but I was not having so many cysts at the same time, and they were definitely less hungry. The third thing I cut out from my diet was meat. As dairy meat is loaded with hormones, it's also very high in omega-6 fatty acid, which are actually very inflammatory to your body. So when your body is already fighting an internal inflammation, which is acne, you definitely don't want to add external source of inflammation. The fourth thing I cut out from my diet was coffee. That was definitely a tough one for me. I'm Italian, I've always been a serious coffee lover. I used to drink a cup of cappuccino with milk every single day, so it was definitely not an easy task. So basically, coffee magnifies your body response to stress, and higher stress level in your body can then cause acne or breakouts. And also coffee is highly dehydrating for your skin, so it's something which if you cannot cut out completely from your diet, you definitely want to try to reduce it. Finally, the last thing which I didn't cut out completely but I dramatically reduced was alcohol. Alcohol, like refined sugar, is just empty calorie. It has no nutritional value, so it's something which you want to maybe not cut out completely but definitely reduce. I never really drink often, but I would probably drink it like once or twice a week. Now I try to drink like once or twice a month. It's not all about cutting out food from your diet, it's also about adding things to your diet, which will definitely nourish your body and your skin from inside out. So let's start with your skin's best friend. Number one, you guessed it, are vegetables. Literally with vegetables, you can go crazy. The more, the merrier. They are loaded with vitamins, antioxidant, minerals. They're literally the best food you can eat for your skin. The second best friend for your skin is fruit. Fruit as vegetables is obviously high in antioxidant, in minerals, but because fruit also contains sugar, you want to try to experiment and see how much fruit you can eat on a daily basis that your skin is happy with. The third skin's best friend are healthy plant-based fats like avocado, hemp seed, nuts and seeds, chia seed and coconut. These healthy fats are also high in omega-3s. Omega-3. Omega-3s have been proven to help balance your hormones. They're basically like a calm food for hungry and broken skin. So it's something which you definitely want to include into your diet. Overall, I center my diet around whole, unrefined, plant-based food. Think about whole grain like buckwheat, quinoa, brown rice, legumes like beans or chickpeas, and lots of fruit and vegetables. You basically want to give your skin all the nutrition that it needs to fight horrible breakouts. Moving on to lifestyle, the first thing which I added to my life was exercise. I never really exercised that regularly. I've never been a gym bunny. I really didn't like exercise, but exercise is so important for healthy and clear skin. When we exercise, our body produces the happiness hormones, which basically lower the stress level in our body. So less stress, less spots. Also, when we break a sweat, we naturally detoxify our body of all like toxins and impurities. When it comes to exercise, I wouldn't recommend long period of cardio like running or cycling or swimming, because unconsciously we do put our body under stress when we exercise for a long time. Instead, I would definitely recommend shorter but higher intensity period of exercise like HIIT classes, for example. I personally try to alternate HIIT classes with Pilates, barre or yoga. The second thing about lifestyle which you really want to focus on is sleep. I know it sounds like a really cliche, but sleep is extremely important for our skin. When we sleep, our skin regenerates and repair itself, so it's really important you get enough sleep. The best way to find out how many hours of sleep you need is just when you're on holiday, pay attention to how long you naturally sleep without having to set an alarm, etc. I normally try to sleep between 8 and 9 hours. I know it's not always possible, life is busy, but I always try to prioritize my sleep. The final section of this video is about mind. Yes, how we feel on the inside has a huge role on how our skin looks on the outside. So the first thing you want to address in your life is stress. When it comes to acne, stress releases cortisol, which can throw off all the other hormones. Also, stress can disrupt the balance in your gut between bad and good bacteria, and that can result again in breakouts or spots. I remember personally a period of my life where I was really unhappy. I was doing a job which I hate in an environment which was really not pleasant, and I remember my skin breaking out like crazy. So I can definitely testify that there is a huge link between how we feel, our stress level, and how our skin look. The second thing and final thing which you want to focus is self-love and happiness. I know this is gonna sound really cheesy, but honestly, you got to love your skin and your body no matter what it looks. I remember personally, whenever I used to get a spot, I used to stress about it so much. I used to literally obsess about it, like looking at it all the time, and that just make you feel even worse and make you feel even more stressed, and that even can, cause more breakouts. So you got to put everything into prospection. They're just spots, you got to think about all the good thing about your life, all the good thing about your body, and try not to stress too much about how your skin looks, because I do believe that eventually, if you feed your body with the food it needs, if you take care of it, eventually you will clear your skin. That's it for me, everyone. I really hope this video has been helpful to some of you out there that has the same problem. Feel free to email me, send me messages, or comment down below. You can also find me on Instagram, Happy Skin Kitchen, where I show you all my recipe. Thank you so much for watching. It will mean the world to me if you click on the subscribe button, and hopefully I will do more videos. Thank you so much again.